Good morning. I've come to you guys again today because of something that is like on my heart. It's about mental illness. It's real. It's about how we are ashamed. We don't want to say that we need help. But we feel pain and we try to deal with it ourselves. First and foremost, I do want to say take it to the Lord, because when I finally decided to truly take everything that I was feeling to the Lord, something came over me. It was like I was struck with something. Also, I had in place, as I said, a couple strong people, but one in particular, one vessel that I'm forever grateful to her for this time period. But mental illness. I have what they call triggers. I could go for weeks, months, years without having any of these triggers. It only takes something out random to trigger me. And when I tell you trigger me, I go from 0 to 1,000. I get hyper. My heart races uncontrollably. I hate people. It gets really bad, and then I eat. I don't know if any of you know this, but also when I'm triggered, depending on what triggered me, it's like, let me explain. In November 2021, I triggered really bad, and I hadn't triggered for a long time. Of course, I'm going to repeat it in case you've never seen another video. I contemplated suicide. I wanted to just be over it. I felt as though my family wasn't worth shit. Nobody was loyal to me. That's how I felt. And still today, I feel as though the loyalty is non-existent. And when I speak of loyalty, because loyalty is what you say behind my back when I'm not around to other people, not what you say when I'm around, or you're in the company of someone else that may take another judgment. It's the loyalty of how you are when I'm not around to me. So the loyalty is non-existent, and I'm okay with that now. I know that I have a purpose, and as long as I keep myself in the Lord, God, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna be all right. I will get through all of that. At the same time, I know that I need additional resources to assist me with that. Back in like about 9 years ago, I started seeing like some therapists and doctors, and my own doctor, and I was on Prozac for a few years. It helped me out a lot through issues, especially when I first came out with this, and I was being bombarded, really with the family whole thing, the non-believers, the resistance to what I was saying, and the accountability factor, the same things that go on now. But I was able to deal with things a lot differently because they had me on medication to try to control my mood swings. I I actually, it's funny how God works. I went to the doctor to talk about my weight. I specifically explained to her I was not looking for surgery. I was not looking for pills. I needed some assistance, some guideway, some support that will stay with me to get me through this, because I'm not consistent in a lot of things. Like I'm a very inconsistent person. And if I don't have the proper backing in some things, I know me, I need that support. I'm a person that needs support. I'm just very honest with myself, so I know what I need. And it could be, I could have support of 25 people, but if it's not that 1 or 2 people that I expect to support me, things go hooray. So I'm sitting there talking to her. This doctor knows nothing. This is a new doctor. I've never talked to her about any of my past stuff. I haven't talked to her even about my child sex abuse, anything. This woman literally told me she wanted me to see a psychiatrist about the weight. She tried to explain, it's just about the weight, to get you, because I'm thinking the weight thing is more mental based on what I'm hearing you say. I was okay. So, see a psychiatrist. Talking to the psychiatrist, not mentioning anything of my past. These questions that this man asked me, if I would have lied, I wouldn't get no help. It's amazing that even my weight and my eating habits have to do with my mental condition. A lot of people don't share stuff, but I have PTSD. I was diagnosed 10 years ago. Oh no, I lied. About 8 years ago, I was diagnosed with it. First it was a premenstrual disorder, and then once I no longer had, that going on, they went even further into the post-traumatic stress disorder. And it's because I do. I literally, in moments, can smell the people that did things to me. I could, it's literally like they're right there beside me. It's moments where I can envision myself in 1858 Bowman Court, like as if I'm standing there. I could see myself as I literally, my mind just goes there, and like as if I'm there, frozen in time. So this is serious stuff. And the reason that I'm sharing this with you guys is because any help to get me out of the state that I am, anything to get me to a better point in life, because this has been going on too long, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. This doctor subscribed a different type of medication that he believes that I should be on, and he's telling me that most likely it's gonna be lifelong, because PTSD is lifelong, and I know that, and I took myself off the medication about 3 years ago. I just stopped taking it. I stopped going to the therapist, and it made it even better when I moved to Florida, that when they called, I don't live there anymore. It worked. I was good without it until these triggers. But then again, I still wasn't good, because I still make some really rash decisions sometimes. And but we have to know as people that trauma is serious. It can lead to mental illness. It could lead to a lot of things. And I don't want to think about hurting myself again. I don't want to, as my mother pointed out, hurt people. But what she doesn't realize is that hurt people, and they hurt me. So I'm tired of feeling that I have to do things everyone else's way besides my way, because of their hurt, but no one has recognized still my hurt. It's still, I'm back conversing with my mom, and I won't stop talking to my mom again, and I really know I have to do better. At the same time, it's some things that I've come to realize that won't change with my mom's thinking or anything, because everyone has been complacent in this incest and child sexual abuse within their family. Everybody's been okay with it just being sussed and not, and I'm not going back. And this is not even it's weird that the way that I feel, God has set me up to make some type of change in this family. If you guys know how many people in my family have been sexually abused as children by members of the family or close people, it's mind-boggling. They don't talk about it. We know about it. We've had the conversations in the family before, and and things, and when someone else is talking about somebody else about why their problem is, it's because this happened to them, but no one tells that person that they mentioned it. It's just, okay, let that person just have that problem because they need to deal with it. Everybody doesn't deal with it the same way. It's people that go on, they go on with their life like nothing ever happened. And I don't know why that happens. The same way I don't know why I'm the one that went off the brakes and wanted some freedom from this. But the good thing is, I'm still glad that I do know that I totally have forgiven my abusers, and I'm happy about that, because the anger I had with them was holding me a prisoner. They had me, and I want to be free from that. But again, mental illness is real. Do not be ashamed to reach out for additional help. I'm looking for my steady, happy place. Everything in my life I already know is not going to be happy, but I want to be able to deal with those things differently than I have in the past. And I'm really thinking that, well, I know that because this faith I have right now and this trust that I have in God, I know He's leading me in the right direction, and I'm going to follow, because the way that I was traveling was not conducive at all. I feel like right now that my blessings are coming. The pain that I've had, I will never forget it, but I will use it for the betterment to help other people. Definitely going to do that. I won't stop talking about this and addressing this issue, because it's everywhere. Even for those that don't want to say it, it is. It's everywhere. It's in our families, not just mine, yours too. It's really not good, and we need to find a way to not let this be okay. We have to talk to our children, not just about if someone touches them. We need to talk to them about touching other people as well, or doing things to other people. We have to have the conversation on both sides. We can't just look at it as if our kids are going to be the victims. We need to approach it as if either way, because it was somebody's child that did it to me. It's somebody's child that did it to you or other people. So, but this can't just be sit there, and then also what we can't do is with the victim is question them. Why do they do things the way they do? That doesn't sit right with me at all. Don't question me about why I don't talk to this person because they talk to someone, because I don't have to. I have to guard me. I have to guard my mind. And if you don't understand that, you can remove yourself too. My peace is in my mind because my mind deals with my heart. And just like now, I know that my mind is better because I'm speaking differently. I'm not, the hate is not there. I'm not just blam, blam, blam. But what I will do continually is tell the truth. I may not be as blunt as I used to be in some areas because that's not how I'm supposed to do it to reach people. But on the points that I do need to be blunt, I will, because that's how some people have to hear it. But again, get yourself the help if you need it. Go to the Lord first. The Lord will send you to yourself. You will go and touch your soul. Always be truthful with yourself, even if you can't be truthful with someone else. Be truthful with yourself so that you can get to the healing. After all that, God and yourself, you still need additional help to get you over some additional hurdles. Just like, we always got God that loves us. Still, we need human interaction to love us as well. Sometimes to even make us feel whole because we are human beings. We're not here to be alone. So sometimes we need additional pieces as well to assist us with our healing, within our healing, and who knows for how long you're going to need it. But do not be afraid and do not be ashamed. Do what you have to do. And even if you don't want to tell anybody, you don't have to tell anybody that you're seeing a therapist. That's why it's your business. But do what you have to do to get yourself to a happy place, whereas though you can stay there regardless of what's going on around you. And again, God bless. Have a great day.